Hello, my luckless friends. I'm here to tell you about the best night of my life, and I'm so excited. Now, I know everybody says, oh, well, it's the best night of your life so far. And I'm like, well, it may be, but as for now, it's still the best night of my life. So, the best night of my life was back in October when I met Alice Cooper. Everyone's like, how did you manage to meet him? Well, it was a very expensive ticket, but I'm like, it's like a once in a lifetime thing. It was a concert in Texas, and when we were in Texas, my mom and I, we did a bunch of stuff that week leading up to the concert. It was really cool. We went to the state fair, we went to the zoo, the Dallas Zoo, we went to the Pro Museum, we went to the George Bush Presidential Library, a lot of cool stuff, and you can see a lot of those things in a slideshow that I posted on this channel. I'll also link my blog post about this adventure in the description below, so you guys can check that out. So anyways, it was a VIP ticket where you got a stage tour before, which was awesome. I got to go backstage, which was a bucket list item. I got to go on stage. I got to see props that were used in the show. And for the show, I was in the second row, and it was amazing. I've seen Alice Cooper concerts before, and they were phenomenal, but when you're like that close to everything, it almost feels like he's performing like just for you, and like the people in front of you and the people behind you and everyone else is just there. But it feels amazing. I was able to see all the details. It was amazing to watch the show. I absolutely loved it. And then after, went backstage again to meet him, and there's like a little waiting area, and everybody, kind of hangs out. And then he comes out, and I was like one of us. I was like the third person, I want to say, that got in line to meet him. Everyone else just kind of hanging out, because we're all gonna meet him, and no one was in too much of a rush. But I was like the third person to get up there, and it was surreal. He's my favorite celebrity. He's my role model. I told him he was my role model, and he thanked me, and he started to tell me about his wife and how they've been married so long. He's just such a sweet, genuine guy. He signs stuff. He brings us sign. I brought this book. I got this book back in high school at Borders, which no longer exists. And he signed it for me. I'll show you the signature there. It was so awesome. And they have someone else taking pictures for you. I brought this picture to show you guys. There's a couple other pictures of the night, one where he's signing the book and I'm smiling because I was telling him how in high school when I was reading that book, I kept laughing out loud and I had to put the book away because I'm like, I'm going to disrupt this whole study hall if I keep laughing. So, so I put that away. It was just amazing being sitting next to him, and he's like, yeah, when I was telling him about the book, he's like, yeah, sometimes the truth is funnier than fiction. I'm like, yeah, that's true. And it's just so many pictures of me smiling. I was just smiling the whole time, and it was just so amazing. And I almost forgot to have him sign my arm, but I'm like, oh, can you sign this? Like, can you sign my arm before I left? So I got his signature tattooed under the tattoo I already had. And everyone's like, he centered it so perfectly underneath your tattoo. And I'm like, yeah, he did. And he drew this little cross, which was amazing because we're both Christians, so I think it was like representative of that. And I'm like, that's so awesome. So I have that inked as well as the signature, and I love it. It was just, I know I'm like fangirling right now, but it was truly the best night. I was so happy, and like even now, like when I'm having a bad day, like I'll think about that night. Like I'll go back to this and I'll just be instantly filled with good feelings because he's such a sweet guy. It was totally worth the money spent. Like he spends time with everybody there, talking to them and everything, and just being really nice and just like a real down-to-earth person. And also, being VIP, you got like a little goodie bag of stuff, and I want to show you one of my favorite things. Okay, it's kind of silly, but it was the paranormal tour, and so this is my certificate of insanity, in case you guys didn't know. So he wrote my name and he signed his name on it. So it's issued in the appreciation of the prolonged, strange, erratic, and otherwise twisted behavior of Christina. Yes, I do have some strange behaviors. And his signature. And this is something I'm going to treasure forever. So it was just a really amazing night. And it's good to have those nights and days that are so amazing that you can look back on during the hard days. So let me know in the comments below, what was the best day of your life? What was the best night of your life? And what are some other memories that you think of, you know, to kind of lift your spirits? Like I think of Disney World, Disneyland, completing the Disney Half Marathon. All those kind of things lift me up, but this is like the number one that does. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful 2019 and rock on, and I'll talk to you later.